everyone, this is Miss Mazzaraco here, and it is Thursday, October 7th. If you were on the gold team, you had class today, and this is your information. If you're on the blue team, this information is from yesterday for you, October 6th. So this is October 6th or 7th, depending on your team. And this is what happened in science or what you should do. Students completed the lab write-up looking at physical properties of matter. Then you should read about physical and chemical changes. There's a hyperlink in your digital notebook. And then complete the next 2 pages identifying if events are physical or chemical changes. And then the important part as 8th graders is using evidence to support your answer. Please reach out to your teacher if you need the code to access the lab write-up. That is on Canvas. Otherwise, please pause this video, read through the information, and then try answering the questions. Welcome back. I hope that you have read through the information and then have attempted to answer the questions on your own. Again, the questions looked like this. The kids had about 35 minutes in class to work on those 2 things. So the first one looks at cutting a piece of paper into small pieces. That's an example of physical change because it's just a change in the paper's shape. Number 2, you find a nail on the ground in the parking lot in a puddle of water and it's rusted. That is an example of chemical change because rust is a new substance, and that's a type of evidence that a chemical change has occurred. 3, you put gasoline in your car and the car burns the fuel. That again is a chemical change because there's a change in heat. You get an ice cream sandwich from the school cafeteria. I don't think our school cafeteria sells those, but that sounds good. And you stick it in your hoodie pocket so your hands are free to hand cash over to the cafeteria worker. Must be a different kind of school that runs on cash. You run into your chem lab partner on your way to your seat, and he tells you about your homework, and you forget about your ice cream, and then it's all melted. That is a physical change because that's a change in state or phase. Our solid ice cream likely is a gross liquid in our hoodie pocket. Here we're looking at some pictures. I really liked this part, what is happening in each picture. So here I put an ice cube in some water and then it disappears. So that's melting, which is a physical change. The next one, I took 2 clear liquids and it formed something here. It changed and there's solid particles in it. That's called a precipitate. And that is evidence of a chemical change. The third one here, I added some powder to a clear liquid and it looks like it's bubbling there. And those bubbles are indication of a gas, and that's a chemical change. White powder added to a red substance turned blue. That is a change in color. And in this instance, it's an example of a chemical change. Here we've got, I don't know if that's sugar or salt or some other material being dissolved. And dissolving is a physical change. And here it looks like we're taking some sort of object and then grinding it up. And that too is an example of a physical change. Really liked these pictures, thinking about it that way. In class, the students will have watched a video on physical and chemical change. It's quite lengthy there. And then we will do Quizlet as a group where we're looking at pictures and trying to decide if those are physical or chemical changes. Here, our learning target again is to complete a lab write-up to show your understanding of metals and nonmetals. And then we're really starting to look at evidence of physical and chemical change. We'll continue that topic all of next week. Please make sure your chemistry assignments are up to date. Assignments 7 through 9 should be completed. If they're not, we'll be looking at having some working lunches on Monday, October 11th. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, if you have any questions, please reach out to either myself or Mr. Roweeder, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.